All right, so I'm assuming that you watched part A and that you're ready to start clearing the adult. So we're going to first do the reversal that I talked about in part A that was designed by Lindsay Kenny and Zoe Walton. And again, this neutralizes that subconscious part of you that for whatever reason may not want to attract your heart's desires. So I'm also assuming that you are already familiar with the tapping sequences. If you're not, again, visit my website, joincathryntaylor.com. But let's jump right in, and we're going to do the setup phrase. Now remember, this is just speaking to that subconscious part of you. And then we'll neutralize that, and then we'll go into clearing the adult of any distractions for today. All right. Get focused. Even though I do not want to attract my heart's desires, for whatever reason, I just do not want to do it. I love myself for who I am anyway. Even though I have no intention of attracting anything that my heart is in, want of, it's just too much responsibility. But even though that's the case, I love myself fully and completely. So even though for whatever reason, I do not want to attract my heart's desire, I do not want to clear as the adult, I do not want to show up for this work. Even though all that's true for whatever reason, I love myself fully and completely. Now we start the sequences, and you'll notice that I've added the rib and I've added the wrist. And sometimes I did the rib, but I didn't always do the wrist. So now we have 10 points to tap on. All right. I do not want to attract anything. Scared to attract my heart's desire. Don't feel worthy. Really do not feel worthy. Too much shame. Scared to show up. Really scared to show up. Don't want to attract it. Have no intention of attracting it. But boy, I'm tired of not having it. Maybe I can attract it. Maybe I can move forward. Maybe I am worthy. Or maybe I'm at least willing to separate from the inner child or the soul aspect who doesn't feel worthy. Maybe I am ready to step into my more illuminated self, that adult self. As an adult self, connected to my higher self, I am willing. I am worthy. I am capable of attracting whatever I desire. And I choose to do so now. I choose to come into that empowerment. I choose to be ready to step into my adult self, to clear my adult self of all distractions so I can show up for this work in a powerful, in a healing, in a nurturing, and supportive way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so that deals with the subconscious desire or resistance to change. Now we're going to do another round for today on just getting your adult self kind of beefed up and ready. So let's jump into this. This is number one of my 7-layer process. Even though my adult self may be distracted with current events today or current obligations, I choose for right now to clear my mind, open my heart, and to show up for this work. Because I love myself and my wounded one enough to be clear and ready to go. So even though I may have some distractions today, I choose to dissolve those distractions so that I can show up for this work. So even though I may be really preoccupied today and I may have 1,000 things to do, 1,000 calls to make, 1,000 tasks to complete, I choose in this moment of time to be clear, to show up, to be present, so I can begin the process of healing the wounded one who's afraid to move forward and attract what we desire. All these preoccupations, all these distractions, all these derailments, anything that would get in my way, distractions, appointments, tasks, things I need to do, choose now to clear my mind, open my heart. I want to show up. Boy, do I want to show up. I'm so excited to do this work. I am so excited to show up for my inner child. I am so excited to heal my wounded one. I am so excited to align with my source self and to bring through all my heart's desire. I am ready to be a nurturing responder to my wounded one so that I can help him or her heal. I choose to be in the light. I choose to stand in my empowerment. I choose to move forward. I choose to be in a position where I can respond to the part of me who's collapsed. I am so ready to be present, and I choose to do so now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this completes the video for day 1. Tomorrow we'll start the process of separating. And again, I invite you to check out my website, and I am excited to bring all this forth. So thank you for being interested, and I will pick it up again tomorrow.